Hey guys, in this video I want to show you exactly what hardware is in my computer and how I optimize it for video editing. I'll also get into how you can set up your own hard drives to improve your editing workflow. I built this computer originally back in the summer of 2018, and my main goal was to have an editing powerhouse that I could edit 4K footage in real time, and I also wanted to future-proof it so it was good enough that it lasts for several years. Let's start with the CPU. I have an Intel i7-7820X. It is an 8-core processor that runs at 3.6 GHz. At the time, this was the top CPU in my price range, and it's done a great job. When building your own, the CPU is a place you should look to be spending more money, especially with editing and motion graphics, so expect to spend a big chunk of your money on the CPU. For the RAM, I got 32 gigabytes of DDR4 right now. I originally planned to get 64 gigabytes, but I don't do enough in After Effects and motion graphics that is really that heavy, so right now 32 is fine, but there's room to put in more RAM if needed. The GPU I got was a 1080 Ti, because I also wanted this computer to do some gaming.
Oh shit.
Eliminate. One enemy.
Oh, there's still another here. I'm a knifer. I almost knifed her. Did someone see that? I don't see the horse.
Mainly focused on editing, but I can still hold my own in gaming. I knew this PC was powerful enough to do my video editing, but I want to optimize it so there isn't any bottlenecking. So I bought several SSDs so I could split up where I store my files. My first SSD only has software on it, and my second SSD is my work SSD, where I have my project files and footage on. My third SSD has my cache files. That way when I'm working in a project, it's pulling information from 3 different SSDs to avoid bottlenecking, so I can get my software, my footage, project file, and my cache files in the other. I have a larger HDD as well, which obviously is a lot slower, and I don't work off of it. It's just for storage, so whenever I'm done with any of my footage or project files, I move it to the larger HDD, wiping it off of my SSD too. That way that's clean and ready to work on the next project, and I have storage on my HDD here. For setting up your own computer, I suggest having all your software alone on one hard drive, and then all the project files and footage you work on a separate hard drive. If you have enough hard drives, putting your cache files on a separate one helps as well. In order to do this, you can go into Premiere and After Effects, and you go into Edit, Preferences, Media Cache, and then you pick the location. And then it'll rebuild all your cache files there. If you're looking for a quick way to improve your system, install an SSD and move your project files over to that. Hopefully these have been helpful tips, guys, and maybe you got some ideas of your own, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks.
You have an ice pick in you.
Yeah, she accidentally threw it at the giant and it hit me, but we're okay. I'm not mad.
Are you sure? Don't worry, boys. I'm just gonna run. They can't catch me. I'm gonna win. Is Jet gonna catch me?
I don't know.
Just don't look behind you.
No, they tell. No, there's a thing.